Hello students, welcome to Module 3 Engage. It is here that you are going to start interacting with the corporate world. By following the steps given in this module, you will be spotted and picked by companies. Yes, you got it right. You will be spotted by the industry you want to work in because you have been preparing for it from the previous modules. If you have not completed registering for a course or setting up your LinkedIn profile, please go back and complete it before proceeding. For others, congratulations on reaching here. If you have really registered for courses, participated in a few events, and set up your LinkedIn profile, you are halfway through the passages of the corporate world. This is the module where you will learn to present your hard work, your preparation, so that you will be able to find job in the industry you are interested in. Companies want the right talent and skill in the people they hire. By uniquely carving your profile to match a required job description, you are setting up the right connections. So let's learn how to do it. You need to understand that there are certain activities that you need to do at home, and there are a few things that you can either do at college with or without a teacher. Alternatively, this activity can be done at home alone by the learner. The first step is to have a dedicated notebook to write down everything. It is like a scrapbook where you would be writing about yourself, redo it, rephrase it, reflect on it. After all, the pooling of information in this book would help you to choose and pick that information you want to go out at any given point of time in your career. Please understand that many a times you need to project different skills at different point of this journey. I hope you remember Rita Sharma from our previous module who wants to pursue a career in retail industry. So if she wishes to apply for an internship in a showroom, it is fine enough if she talks about the debate competition she had won in her high school, while it is not necessary to talk about if she is applying for other profiles. Do not use a mobile phone for this. Many a times you need to reflect on what to tell in your communication, how to tell, and recollect certain things. This notebook would help you in that process. Also, you would learn to write without the help of auto-suggestion feature of the mobile, which is very important. If you do not know how to spell a word or frame a sentence, get help from Google for it and then write it down in the notebook. Now, are you confused as to what is to be written? So, you will have to give out two types of information to the corporate world. Now, one would be information about how companies can contact you, that is your email ID, your phone number, etc. Another would be related to why companies will contact you. So the second set of information is all about the precious cherries you have collected while doing the previous module. The specific courses that you are doing in the field that you want to work in, the prizes that you have won, the events in which you have participated are going to shout out loudly about your competency for a job profile in your chosen industry. So frame sentences for the events you have participated, the courses you have done, etc. So for example, participated in the NSS blood donation camp held on so-and-so date at ABC College, pursuing an online course in digital marketing through Swayam. Write it down. This would definitely help you while building your resume. So, experience making your first ever resume after you have noted and collected all these things in a place. If you feel low about the little information you have collected, please don't worry, just cheer up. As you keep going, we will tell you how to add more to your bounty. Resume building is not a one-time standalone process. You cannot keep giving the same sheet of paper again and again to all companies. It means neither you have evolved nor will you help the company that hires you evolve. So no one will hire you. You have to embark on a cyclic process, and the first step in this process is writing down details to be put in your resume. So let's start with the first step. Take a fresh sheet of paper in your notebook and write down date on top. Write down resume version 1. Write down the following information neatly: full name, email address, contact number, residential address, and links and URL. Are you wondering what links and URL are? Let me explain it to you in a few minutes. But before that, something to tell about how you can put each and every detail, especially address. I hope you have written down all the necessary details and especially had a look on how to provide a good looking address. At the same time, remember, there are certain applications wherein you may be asked to provide accurate Aadhaar details. So when it comes to applying at government jobs, they come up with application forms requesting for details wherein you need to give with proof, like your age as per Aadhaar, your address as per Aadhaar. But when it comes to applying for internships at corporate firms, they don't ask for the same. Now this reminds me of something that some of you are strung by the government job bug and keep on trying only for it. Today's world is a world of opportunities for the one who is ready. So keep going, keep applying for internships or jobs as given in this course, and let that dream government job happen if it has to. Now, when it comes to providing contact information, I have seen most of the applicants only providing their name, email ID, residential address. That's it. But you as students of this GROW course will be different because you will have an additional line which will be the LinkedIn URL and other links that you will give. It is these links and URL which is going to help you stand out in the ground of job aspirants. Also makes it easier for the employer to know you better. So log into your LinkedIn account and get your LinkedIn personalized URL. We taught you how to get your public URL in the last module. If you missed watching the same, please go and check it out. We will now go on to personalize it. First, log into your LinkedIn account. Now follow the steps given here so as to customize your LinkedIn URL. If you have added only your name in the box and a pop-up comes up stating that this URL is not available. So this could happen because you might be sharing a common name with a lot of people. So then we recommend you using a variation of your name and a number. Let's say your birth date or a lucky number. Ensure that it looks professional since you will be sharing this URL with people so they can find your LinkedIn profile. Also, do not change your URL several times because this makes it difficult for people to find you. Add this LinkedIn URL along with your contact information. I hope by now all of you would have understood how to customize your URL with your name preferably on it. But please do not use words like dashing personality etc. to customize. As I mentioned earlier, it should look professional. So therefore use your name and if required some numerals along with it. Now that you have customized it and you are going to include it in your resume, what do you want your recruiters to see? Of course your work, your skills. So let's see how to do that. As an undergraduate student, you must have done a lot of academic work like your presentations, research on certain topic, participated in classroom discussions. But have you parked it somewhere for your recruiters to know these things about you? So most of the graduate students forget about the presentations that they have made once the feedback is given by the teacher and they are marked for it. So we will teach you how to use these to stand out in the job market. On your LinkedIn homepage, in the center at the top, you will find these words start a post. You may also get to see the same in the activity section of your profile. Click on it and you can share a photo, video or a written document. Let's say you were given a participation certificate for completing a 10-day certification course in stock market in your degree college and your professor had it over to you. Do you have a photograph of it? If yes, do share here with the caption successfully completed a course in stock market. This lets your connection know that you have done a course, you have basic knowledge about stock market and helps you communicate better with your recruiters. So let me give you another example. If Preeta is applying for a sales intern job at a Titan showroom in a city, she can write an article on Titan's growth strategy and post it just after sending in her interview. So the timing of your post is also important, but it is always good to keep posting things related to your area of interest and aptitude. Ensure that whatever you post looks professional. After all, LinkedIn is a professional platform. The next thing that you need to note down or rather form sentences is about yourself in brief, which is known as profile summary. This tells your recruiters about you for the first time and you know first impression is the best impression. You can try writing on your own and get it rectified from your mentors or you can pick up one of these given in the next few slides and edit it. Whatever you do, own it. It means you should be what you are saying in the profile summary. If there is some deficiency, try to rectify before the interview. So this will look good whenever you are aspiring to make a career in marketing. Words like highly motivated are important for such a role, and you need to demonstrate the same in your activities, body language. It has to be a part of your life. You should enjoy talking and develop the confidence to talk publicly whenever you are projecting such a profile and seeking job. So if you're someone who has been very good in all papers of accounts in school and college and you believe you will make a good accountant, this profile suits you. Teach accounts to other students in your class to keep up your skills as well as volunteer for keeping accounts in college festival. Get a certificate or written letter from your professor regarding your trustworthiness along with your accounting skills. This will help a lot in future. Many of you might have taken home tuitions in your school or college days. If you find that your students are excited to attend your classes and you enjoy trying new techniques with them, then go for this role. Write about an eventful interaction in your LinkedIn post, read books, share about the same on LinkedIn. While applying for an online teaching role, these things will definitely help. So students who are pursuing BSc in IT, BSc in Computer Science or BCA can project such a profile summary. Master the skills that you have projected, demonstrate the other soft skills by participating in college and department festivals. So students pursuing bachelor's in mass media or BMS or have chosen specialization as advertising in their BBA program can project such a profile summary. The skills given in the summary needs to be a part of your learning process. So if you're a born writer and enjoy playing with words, go for such a profile. Keep all the slogans, taglines, etc. that you have created for college festival ready. In case of posters made, keep pictures of it and share it on social media. So once again, this is a generic role and it is very important that you show a lot of business related activities in your social media accounts, like commenting on government initiatives, business strategy of a company, the media communication strategy, and so on. So the next thing and one of the most important information that has to be there in your resume is definitely your education background, wherein you would be writing about the graduation course and also the additional certification courses that you have completed. If you're pursuing any course, let's say BCom, then you can mention pursuing BCom from ABC University. Flip back in your notebook and you will find all those participation certificates and prizes won certificate that you had written down in your book. Evaluate what you are going to put in your resume and accordingly write it after educational background under achievements and participation. So now it is time to dig into your personality and bring out hidden qualities and put it here. From the different skills given in this space, pick which is relevant to you and write it down under soft skills. How do you decide what to pick? It is simple. So for example, if during the COVID time, Rita helped her classmates understand and use the EduTech software that her college had introduced, then she can write that she has good communication, leadership and teamwork skills. No one will ask you certificate for such skills. You need to demonstrate the same using your media post or during the interview by giving examples as said to prove them. Hard skills, also known as technical skills. Now some might require certification. So for example, if you want to add analytics as one of the technical skills you possess, you may have to prove the same via some certification. Let's say you have completed a certification course on data analytics, etc. But many can be demonstrated through your social media post. So let's say you have shared presentations or your content work on some platform. Then you can state that you possess presentation skills, etc. And it is perfectly okay to not have any art skills. So if you do not have any, please do not mention the same. It is completely okay. Now that you have completed writing the resume in your notebook, before taking into the digital format and drafting the same, first proofread it and understand whether you have made any mistakes, so rectify the same. And then take the help of someone whom you trust, your teacher, your friend, your classmate, your family members. So it is not only necessary for grammatical clearance, but also to know if you have been able to convey all that you wanted to. Keep referring to your first few pages of notebook where you have collected all information. So once you are convinced that what you have written is good enough for getting a digital avatar, it is time to go in for creating your first Word document resume. This is a confidence building exercise and you must have hands-on experience, and therefore the best way to start with is Word document. Follow the steps given here, and they have also provided basic templates that you may try. You can use other softwares to build impressive resume, but afterwards. Remember, the content is the most important thing here. So the next activity that we have suggested is a group enabled activity, which you can do if your college has a practical session for this course. Another way is a group of students can come together and try doing this by helping each other. If that doesn't happen, then you can do it all alone, as this is a guided project wherein you can build impressive resume on Canva. If it is not possible to do this assignment now, it is perfectly okay. Use your resume built on Microsoft Word to apply for internships. So it's time to start sending out invitation to the corporate world, telling them that you are ready with certain qualities and skills. The step is applying for internships. Internships allow you to gain knowledge of the industry in which you want to make a career in, and for the employer, it gives chance to judge you. You can find internship opportunities at LinkedIn, Internshala, Social Samosa. If you have the time, energy, and aptitude to search for internship elsewhere, please do, but at least apply through these three at first. Many a time, students hear about new internship opportunities and keep waiting for their reply and do not proceed further. But these three have been around for quite some time, and along with others, it is compulsory to apply here. Let us see how we do it. So when it comes to searching for career opportunities, one of the best platforms is LinkedIn. So on the top section of your LinkedIn homepage, you may get to see a suitcase or briefcase symbol. Click on that and you will get to see ample amount of job listing via various companies. Look for the most preferred job listing, and if your profile matches with the job description, you may apply for the same. Also, you can add open to work, which lets recruiters know that you're looking to work. So if you see on your screen, you may get to see Rita's profile and you would get to see a blue button saying open to work. Click on that, click on option finding a new job. Then you may add job preferences, that is job title, location, etc. So Rita has added retail management intern as she wants to work in retail industry. Also, keep it open to all LinkedIn members so that everyone on LinkedIn knows that you are looking forward to work, and therefore if they know of any job opening, they may share details with you. Once you are done adding all the detail, you may click on add button. Now everyone will get to see open to work in your profile. Search for the names Internshala and Social Samosa on Google and click on the first link, which will take you to their homepage. Explore, understand how to apply, discuss with your mentors and clear your doubt, and then confidently apply. Applying for internships can be done as a group activity with your peers, with or without the intervention of a teacher or mentor. Help and tell each other about the opportunities and clear your doubts and apply. If you wish to do it all alone, you may do that. So what will you do after you have applied for a particular internship opportunity and you're waiting for the reply? You will prep up your social media post. Like as we can see here, Rita has applied for an internship opportunity in a Titan showroom and she can post her research project done on the topic in her LinkedIn account. Not necessary to do it for all the internship that you're applying for, but go through your little book and if you feel some old activity has to be showcased, do it. For example, if you have applied for internship in an NGO and you had volunteered for a blood donation camp organized by NSS in your college in the first year, repost the photograph of the same and write a fitting comment. Simultaneously, start preparing for your interview by practicing the answer for some possible questions. You may write down the question which follow in your notebook along with the answer you want to give and keep practicing the same for many times in a day. So, in most of the interviews, one of the common and the first question that is asked is, tell me about yourself. This is to start off on an easier note, and the interviewer also wants to know whether you have something more to talk about yourself apart from what you have written in your resume, and even check your communication skills. So for this, you need to go back to your resume and pick the words from your profile summary and attach a few words to it, giving a connection between your desired job profile and company. Write this down in your book, read it out. Modulate your voice to increase or decrease the emphasis you want to give. If Rita is asked such a question in her interview for a sales intern job at Titan Company, she may introduce herself as a highly motivated marketing professional looking for an opportunity. The next question you need to prepare thoroughly is, what are your future plans? While answering this question, your body language is important. Straighten up a little, have a bright smile on your face, and answer. You can repeatedly practice these words. Write it in your notebook and keep. If you are a natural orator, you can form your own sentence but practice your answer. Sometimes they may try to trap you with such a reply. You may reply that you have confidence that the company will guide me regarding the same when the time comes. Also, be ready with some standard statements like this regarding future of your career. Do practice these words after writing down in the book. This practice of writing down and regularly doing the same will make you a more confident person. If you are asked this question, you are lucky because it gives you an opportunity to tell about all the things in anticipation of this role. Prepare for this question thoroughly, listing all the things that you have done and make it short and quick so that you are able to cover everything. Start from the most important thing first, so that even if they cut you short, you have told the best. So, rehearse them, rephrase them if required, freeze the final answers for these 3 questions and practice. Practice these 3 questions multiple times. We have completed one cycle of writing resume, applying for internship and practicing interview question. Now it is time to set up an ecosystem which will regularly and diligently practice these steps. It could be a teacher-assisted group of students or a group of students on their own, or you can do it alone on your own. All the very best and happy learning.